I would never have done any of this without learning the courage to take a leap of faith and saying like, oh, like, like, screw it, I'm just gonna go for it. Like,
So, could you quickly tell me what the thorn of your transition has been and what the rose of your transition has been? If you're kind of confused with like what that means, it's just like the most beautiful thing that's come out of it versus the hardest thing that you've had to face.
I would say the most beautiful thing is essentially just getting to be myself in like many different respects. I know that's like kind of cliche, but like legitimately, that is it. Like I get to act how I want. I get to do the things that I want. I don't have the like I have like anxiety about how I act to a degree, like, but I don't feel boxed in the way that I felt boxed in before. The thorn definitely has been just like the loss that's come with that. And like I knew a lot of that stuff was going to happen before transitioning, but like I've lost so much family. I've lost, a number of friends. Like I had to go through different routes in my career path to kind of get where I am again. So it was like taking, you know, two steps back just to take a step forward. But like fortunately I'm at a place now that I'm happy and comfortable and like feel very good about my life. But it took a lot getting back to that point. So, that was the thorn essentially. I used to have a company that I ran pretty successfully for a long time, but like when I started transitioning, like earlier on in my transition, especially through like an awkward phase where I wasn't trying to like uh actively present femme at all, but like it started to become very obvious to the people around me that I was transitioning and like I was working in a lot of production jobs that were, with people from like middle America, like clients that were doing stuff for like hardware stuff in like a Lowe's store or whatever. And I felt very out of place on those sets when it was very much like a boys' club in places like that. And I started to know pretty quickly that I'm gonna have to find a different way around to get back into my career the way that I've been doing it. And so I've had to do that over time, and it took some sort of job um, maneuvering to get to a good place again in my career. But yeah, it didn't come without some loss. And then as far as family go, like I still don't have members of my family that are like part of it as much as I wish that I did. I like don't really have the greatest relationship with my dad because I think that he considers I don't know, my transitioning and like being feminine almost as like a mark on him as perhaps like a male person to look up to, like maybe he didn't do a good enough job like having somebody to emulate and even though it has nothing to do with him, but like I still don't have a relationship with him and I as much as I want to, like I don't know how to make that happen. So that's the loss with family.
yeah, I think the rose would probably be like learning the courage to like change. Like it's kind of like a change is kind of like centric to every transition, of course, but it's that first leap of faith in like taking the first steps on that journey that have essentially like influenced every single choice since then and every single choice to change. Like I said earlier, like going from an extremely masculine, athletics focused boy to now a dancer and performer. I would never have done that. And then like allowing life to change as it does, and taking action when I can. And if it isn't in my control, then oh well, right? The thorn is that as much as I change, a lot of the other people stay the same. So as much as I change and grow and like get to know myself and become very, very insightful about myself, a lot of people that I have met, have had experiences with, have shared community with, have not taken those same steps and have not like had their own journeys of self discovery and insight within themselves. Whether it's like my immediate community or my family back in Texas, it's definitely been kind of shocking to realize how much like I am willing to change and grow and other people are not.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, whew, the rose, I would have to say is, I don't know, just getting to take that veil off my face. I think being trans has taught me a lot about life in general. I have been able to see the world in such a different way because we have to. I mean, we basically have to dismantle every societal expectation, standard, pyramid scheme, the patriarchy. You know, we have to really work through so many different things that we thought were solid, were written in stone, and then realize that it's all made up. It's all a bunch of bullshit. Sorry to, drop some French in there, but I think that was amazing. I love it. I think it's great that I get to finally see the world for what it truly is. And it gives me a lot of freedom. It gives me a lot of peace to know that being trans is not just about transition and it's not just about living genuinely and getting to, wear this and do that and do that. No, that's all great. It's amazing. But I think most importantly for me is to get to again dismantle all these systems in my mind at least. I wish I could do more and go out there and like, hey, let's fight the fight, burn the patriarchy to the ground. But we're doing it little by little, I think. So I just love it. I feel like again, I get to see the world in such a different way and with like, bigger, wider eyes. And I think the thorn, it's having to constantly apologize for who I am. I think is so exhausting and annoying. I think if we lived obviously in a different world where being trans just wasn't a big deal, hopefully in the
Mm.
future it will be like that, then we could just focus our energy on something else, But we are constantly having to just explain ourselves and again, I'm all about education and educating people because not everyone has even met a trans person before or really understand what it takes. So I'm all about that, but I think it's more on the everyday, life when you meet people and then, they find out that you're trans and then you kind of almost have to, in a way, apologize for it and kind of feel like, okay, how am I going to cushion this news to this person so they don't reject me or feel awkward around me or all of a sudden look at me with different eyes. So that to me just gets old. I wish
It
I could
does, for
have a
sure.
big sign on my forehead and it's like, I'm trans, deal with it.
That part. We're doing the work, and some of us do it in a physical sense. Some people wear crazy outfits. Some people wear really boisterous shirt. Like my shirt says, "Trans people belong here." That's what I feel. That's what I wear on
Yeah.
my shirt to go to the grocery store. If sometimes people are like, "I love your shirt," or like, compliment me, and then sometimes people just stare at me and are like, "Oh my God, is that a tranny?" You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just so it's always like hot or cold. It's never just like in the middle. And I hope I get to live to see a day where it is just in the middle and I can wear a shirt that says trans people belong here and no one even notices because they all know trans people.